Let's take a little stroll back in time to the year 2020. I was just like you, sitting in my room, doom scrolling through my phone, wanting so bad to make money online, but just scared of the crazy startup costs. And to top it all up, I just didn't know how. Until I learned about this side hustle. I mean, very common, easily overlooked, but in 2021, it changed my life. And no, I did not become a genius overnight. I did not learn $1 million skill. I did not start a company. In fact, I wasn't even serious about posting on my YouTube channel. And this is where you ask, so what did you exactly do? And this brings me to the side hustle, which is online tutoring. I know that it is not something you were actually expecting, but just give me 8 minutes to convince you otherwise. First of all, think about all the knowledge you know, all the knowledge you have ever got to know, and now think about how you got to get that knowledge. Either listening to someone, watching someone, or seeing someone. Now you would realize that every knowledge you know was actually gotten from someone else. And if we dive a little bit deeper, you would find out that the people you actually picked up this knowledge from might have not been the best, so to say, in that niche. The container of knowledge is infinite, meaning people will continue to learn every day till their very last breath. And this is where you come in as one of the distributors of knowledge. Now, I'm not talking about you having to go to learn the most sophisticated of things just in order to tutor it. No, I'm talking about that knowledge that you already picked up and have established yourself in it to some level. I mean, it could be something you just enjoy doing, something you find fun, something you find relaxing, something you find therapeutic, or something that you call inbuilt. The money is in sharing that knowledge. I know this because I have personally tried it. And I can tell you for a fact that this is how I made my first 1 million naira plus or $1,000. So I'm going to be showing you this step-by-step process on how you can do this too with $0. Now, the first thing you want to do is take a moment to think of what you are good at. Now, I said good. I did not say perfect. This could be organizing, it could be driving, it could be singing, it could be editing photos, it could be editing TikTok reels, it could be how you overcame depression. It could be the cheat code you found to landing remote jobs. It could be how you run high converting Facebook ads. Now you see that I'm not even mentioning the conventional things that you are familiar with because this knowledge you have can literally be anything. By the way, there's a link below to my ebook where I show you 27 proven ways by which you can make money online with skills you didn't know you have. Now, whatever you select to be your niche will bring us to the next step. And the next step is you want to find an audience for this. Now, we are looking at starting very small, like, what's our budget? Our budget is $0. So we're practically going to be doing this organically. Now, you want to go to places like Facebook groups that have such people there. For example, if you are into braids as in hair extension, basically you would want to go to Facebook groups and just typically search hair. Facebook will give you all the groups that are in relation to hair, and there you can find the one that best fits you. Now, I wouldn't suggest you go to all the group and join all of them because it will be super time taking, and of course, you may just be wasting your time and so much of your energy in places that you would not get reasonable feedbacks from. What you would want to do is open each group and see the average engagement they have, the average engagement they get per post. You want to look for groups where people are actively communicating in the group because they need support, they need help. So you may also find groups where people whose post deviates from the purpose of the group. For example, you can see this group, it's all about hair. But now there are some groups that you would go to and you start seeing things that do not go within it. You can see happy birthday to the love of my life. You can see this person doing what he's doing. This is hair, but then this is something else, and this is something else. This is just content and all of that. You wouldn't want that because it would go to show you that the group is not organized and there is no point for you to join because it will be a total waste of your time. Now, once you find the groups that have some reasonable level of engagement, you want to go ahead and check that your country audience is there. Now, the reason why I would state for you to go for your country audience first is because obviously they are able to easily connect and relate with you, and also for the ease of payment. And once all that is said and done, you want to go ahead and join as much of these groups as possible where all the above checkboxes in this second step has been ticked. Now, the third step will be for you to go to these groups and see what people are saying. You want to check the posts, you want to check the comment section. Most importantly, you want to hear the cries of people. Also ensure that you are checking comments that are more recent. Do not go to check comments that are like 6 years plus, because it may not be what is applicable to now. So this is a more easy way for you to find out the pain points of people. And to be honest, this is exactly how you can find out to know what exactly you are supposed to be pushing out, whether it's products or it's service. So if you go to a hair extension Facebook group where they talk about braids, you may see comments like, "Oh, how do I do boho braids? I've been struggling with it for years, but I don't seem to get it." Or, "I can't seem to get my curls in my hair extension. They always come out fuzzy, or my French curls do not last." So you would see such complaints like that. And what you want to do is you want to take a pen and a paper and write down the most common complaint regarding that niche you have chosen. Another easy route to take is by going to Quora. Quora is typically a platform where people get to ask questions, you get to see posts, but it's majorly more of a question and answer space. So you can go to Quora and simply search for your niche. Let's say hair. So you can see I am 13 years old and my hair is thinning significantly as my pillow always has hair on it when I wake in the morning. What can I do to reverse this effect and grow long? This is a complaint, and if you are in the hair niche and maybe you are someone who found some products to make your hair thicker and you've been using it, but you don't think it's something you can share and make money from it, this is a complaint or this is a feedback from someone who obviously would need such products. That way, you're going to see all other similar posts and questions in relation to your niche. And you also want to add whatever common pain points that you find on Quora to your paper that you've already brought out. You can also check on Reddit. Reddit is also like a similar platform to Quora. You just want to search and of course find similar queries about that niche that you are in. Another way to go about this is going to tutor Instagram pages regarding that exact niche. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you run great Facebook ads and this is the knowledge you want to share to people, you want to go to Instagram pages who tutor how to run Facebook ads. There are Instagram pages who their page is basically to teach people how to do makeup as a beginner, different styles of hair wrap, how to run great Facebook ads, stuff like that. And you want to go ahead and check their comment section. So because they tutor, their followers will be mostly learners. Now, the very fourth step you will do is to take a look through what you have written and see the most common pain point amongst all that literally stands out or sticks out. For mine, I loved editing pictures. And because I loved playing around things and being creative, when I did my research, I noticed that the pain point of people was to know how to edit with a one-stop shop app that would not be so complicated and can be done on their mobile phone. They were not looking for how to use Adobe Photoshop. So you should not assume what the pain points of people are. You have to go out there and do the research for yourself. And this was my own idea on mobile phone editing tutorial. So now back to you. Once you have discovered the most common pain points as regards your niche and you have confirmed this is something you have knowledge on, then you have got some cash waiting to land in your pockets. By the way, if you've watched up to this point and you found this really insightful, do out to smash the like button and subscribe for more side hustles ideas. Now, the fifth step or the next step will be to create tutorials. Now, you want to create step-by-step tutorials just as you would like to learn if you were a beginner. Ensure they are well explanatory and of course give the value that it is meant to give. You can easily use your phone camera for this and edit with free apps like CapCut and InShot. The length of tutorial will be dependent on you. However, I suggest you put in quite an amount of value into whatever length of tutorial you are choosing to give. Now, the next step will be to put a pricing to your training. Now, some of you want to earn, you want to make it big, and you just go ahead and slam a huge price. But I would suggest you go to look at the average market price for such trainings and price a little bit lower or way lower so that you have an edge with the larger masses. Now, the next step will be you want to promote it. Now, since we're looking at doing it with zero cost, you would want to promote it on the very same platforms where those people have expressed their pain points. So you want to make posts on those Facebook groups, but ensure that first of all, you are active in the community, providing simple help to simple questions before you make such posts so that people do not see it as a scam or too sales pitchy. One of the easy ways to do this funnel with zero cost is by putting up a little copy of your tutorial and what value you are proposing to give, and attach a link to a WhatsApp group that you have already created so that people who are interested would join your WhatsApp group. You can also put your links in the comment section if the group allows it. So you want to tread with caution as there are rules to some of those groups. The next thing you want to do is you want to fix a date for a teaser tutorial. So for example, if the date of your actual training is supposed to be on the 20th of December, you want to fix a teaser video, let's say on the 14th of December, just to give those people in the group a little bit of the larger chunk of value you are proposing to give them, so they can have some level of trust in you. That means this person knows what he or she is actually doing. And that way, they will be able to release their money, because people would only release their money based on trust. Now, ensure that you are active in that WhatsApp group you have created, responding to questions and queries, and ensure that that teaser tutorial is something that will make people feel like the tutorial is what they have been long waiting for. Remember, the teaser tutorial is free, but you are giving them a teaser, an insight, an intro into what the major tutorial would bring, the value the major tutorial will bring. Now, that way, those who eventually make payment for the actual tutorial can be transferred to a new WhatsApp group where you can commence your tutorial training. And once you have done your first training, you can get reviews from these people that have paid, and you just rinse and repeat. And what I mean is you are going to use those reviews from those training you've just had as a proof that your training is actually worth the take. So you are basically using the same tutorial videos you have already created, but you are just rinsing and repeating it and making repetitive sales from it. Now, this is for zero investment for this side hustle. When I tried mine, I actually invested some little amounts in it because I ran ads. So definitely the results you will see with zero investment will be different from that which you will see when you run ads. And if you would like to see how I did the funnel and how I ran my ads, I was able to make ₦1,000,000, then comment the word ads. Now, one thing you should note is that the time frame from when this will manifest into the extent it should may differ from person to person, meaning some person may see success within the first few weeks, some within the first month, because this also depends on your knowledge and how to write a sales copy, how to close a sale, your target audience, and what exactly you are selling and the pricing. However, be it as it may, do know that this may take some time, given the fact that you are searching for your prospect organically. When you get some proceeds from this organic approach, then you can take it up by running some ads. So comment the word ads and I will make a video on how I ran ads and got the results I did. Ciao.